Welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial right here on this channel. So today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this maxi flay gown. It's a circle gown, and this circle gown, I'll also show you how to shaping it to have that high-low effect. So right now I have my fabric and I'll be demonstrating to you how to go about it. So your fabric, you are going to lay your fabric. It's actually a full circle. Okay, so what I mean is our full circle is actually a 360. So this 360 has only one slit, so it depends on the fabric you are using to make it. But if I'm making this dress, I'll have to make my full circle on paper. So if I make it on paper, I'll now bring whatever fabric I want to use and lay it there and cut. Because if you want to fold your 360 to have that full flay on the fabric directly, you might not have that exact shape. Okay, so I am going to fold my 360. So I'll just use this in a small scale to show you how the 360 can be folded. So this is my 360. I'll just make a little circle of this to show you how to go about this dress. So once I've folded this part, that is what I'm going to do on paper after I have joined my paper to my desired length. So I'll just fold here, as you can see, and now it's time for me to start marking out my 360. So from this point I just folded, I'm going to take the whole length of what I have here and cut it out first. Okay, here I have 12.5, so I'll place here to make the circle at 12.5. I'll keep making the circle at 12.5. Alright, so from this point now, I'm going to keep marking 12.5. So what I'm marking out is my full circle. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and cut out I've finished cutting my circle the way you know how. So the next thing is the neckline. What is going to be the circumference of that neckline? So the going around your neckline, or you can pick up your pattern and measure your natural neckline. Okay, so I don't have any pattern to demonstrate this, but what I mean is natural neckline. You know how you make your basic sleeve. Just go to your basic sleeve front, take the neck, because this is a turtleneck for this. So I'll just assume 18 inches is the length, right? That's it, the circumference. So this 18 inches, that is the circumference, I'm going to divide it by 6.28. So if I divide 18 by 6.28, I'll be having about 2 points. Okay, 18 divided by 6.28, which is the calculation of our flay. So I'll be having about 3 points. Okay, so like I said, this is a small scale, so I won't impute the whole 3 points. So I will just go ahead and impute what I have here. I'm just using 2 inches, but please make sure you calculate your neck, your natural neck line, because this is going to have a turtleneck. So that's why I'm using my natural neckline. Round your neckline, divide by 6.28. So this is it. But there's another thing I want to talk about here. If you notice, there is also a little pleating on the neckline before the turtleneck, a little pleating. So that is just an error of the neckline trying to be too big or so. Then that was folded. But then if you want to have that fold, all you need to do is what you measure circumference, add 2 inches to it before you divide by 6.28. It will give you a little pleat just in front, as you can see. So now I'm going to open up. This is the full circle that formed that dress, which you are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So the way it is, by the time it flares out, it gives you what we have on that dress. Okay, so this is the neckline. So of course, once you cut it, the tendency of this neckline to be big, you know, around your neck will be there. So you might not even add any more inches for it. So this is it, and I will come over to this part and I'm measuring my shoulder. From here to here is my 3 inches, which is natural neckline for some people. Then from here I'll call it the nape of my neck. So the 3 inches, I'll just place the 3 inches from center front, okay, and measure my shoulder. So let me assume this is my shoulder, where my shoulder is. From that shoulder, I'll measure my bicep, or below my elbow. So I'll just pretend what I have here is my either 8 inches or 10 inches, depending on where you want. After your shoulder, this is your shoulder. Next is 10 inches. From that point, 10 inches. So at that 10 inches, that is where the sleeve will start from. So the sleeve opening will just be at 4 or 5 inches. Okay, so the distance from here for sleeve opening is 4 or 5 inches. So this sleeve opening, I'm just going to curve it. Okay, that's how you go about it. I'll just curve it. So once I curve it at that point, that is where I'm going to pass my sleeve. So I'll just go this way and pass my sleeve at that point. You can see that. Then I'll come over here. I might just do this, put it together, so I'll get my sleeve point for the back at the same point. So this is it. I'll just go ahead and do what? Open up that part. Okay. So you can see I have my 2 sleeve opening. You can see where I have them now. Then this is my center back. I'll just split it open, because with a turtleneck you will need what? Either a short zip at the back, or you need a button. So this is the dress, and we are done with it, as you are seeing right here. So by the time it flares for us, it gives you what you have right there. Okay, so you might decide to reshaping this. What I mean to reshaping, or let's leave it like that. You can work with it and it gives you also a perfect finishing. But as I'm looking at that dress, I see a little, you know, high-low or whatever. So if you have a little high-low, if you are drafting this on your pattern before cutting on your fabric on paper, of course you draft it on paper before cutting on fabric. That's the only way you can achieve this, because if you want to start folding a normal 360, is not possible to get it with some fabric, okay, unless it's a specially ordered fabric with a very long length. So if you are making this on paper and you need that high-low, all you need to do is, if this is my paper now, I'll just put my paper right here, and from that point, this point, I'll just increase it. Can you see? I'll just increase it into that point and cut. Okay, so by the time I place it on my pattern, on my fabric, this part will be longer, and by the time the dress comes, you see that high-low effect. I believe this class is well understood. So this is it, and your sleeve passes from here, the hand passes from here, the neckline is sewn into a turtle neckline, and that is how to go about it. So thank you very much for coming to this tutorial. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming, and see you in the next class. Bye.